Hello everybody, this is Elisha Keating from wisdomseekers.net. Emphasis of course is on the .net. This is my logo, Phoenix Rampant or the Phoenix Rising. Again, it's very appropriate for the time that the earth is going through. So let's see what August 7th, 2023 has for us. The first two cards are very, very appropriate. So the last 2 days have been work days. Saturday, Sunday, work days. Monday, not quite the same, but it's good. Work days are always good, whether we like them or not. So we got the Fool, which means anything is possible. It also says that Saturday, Sunday, you have put in the effort and you're reaping the rewards, because to have a new future come in means you cleared up all the stuff you were working on. Not all of it. We can't clear everything up. Not as long as we breathe. We will have new stuff come along. That's just the nature of our reality. But the Fool is anything is possible. You're supported by your angels or guides or ancestors. You're close to the void, which is the creation. People don't realize that quite often, I think, that if you've got access to the void, it is the depth of despair, because it follows through your imagination, or it's the height of ecstatic. You don't want either of the depths or the heights. You want the middle road. You want to create a good, clean, comfortable living. All right, so which also means the Knight of Wands. A lot of new information came in over the weekend because you did the work. That's impressive, by the way. But then new information coming in. It's old information that's, because it's so old and we haven't looked at it for so many centuries, it's again new. But we are returning to the light. We're not learning to move into the light. And why is it we're returning? Because that's where we come from. That's what we're made from. We've chosen this. We've chosen to come into this earth, which is the hardest lesson you're ever going, in all your eons of time. Earth lessons are the hardest. Once we get through that, and we do get through it, every single one of us, you go into it with a given. How we get there, the level of pain, the level of anxiety, the level of joys, the level of, wow, this is cool. It's very important that we allow ourselves to feel and not cut ourselves off. If you want to get out of this matrix, then feel. If you want to stay in the matrix, think. No, but if you want to get out of the matrix in a good way, feel and think. Yeah, I know it sounds a little funny, but it is a combination of thought and feeling that gets you where you want to go. It's not the heart, just the heart, because then you become woo-woo. It's not just the thinking, because then you become super logical. But if you can combine the two, that's when you get motion. That's when you get to the five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is, you get to show off your skills. Isn't that pretty cool? Because once you've learned a certain thing, you know it, you got it. You can forget it if you choose to, though it's really dumb to do that. But it also gives you a chance to flex your muscles. And of course you want to flex your muscles. You want to make sure you know it. You want to prove to yourself that this is just not a once and done. It's a it's something that you can carry with you through eternity. And we can carry all the crap through eternity. Of course we can carry the good things through eternity. Look at all the kids that come in who are 3 or 4 years old and can play piano like a virtuoso. They've learned how to do it in another lifetime. Or painting. You can bring through so much wonderful things. And if you want to, you can go into a meditation, go tap into another energy where you're the bestest psychic in the world and become the best psychic in the world again. Nothing is unable for us to touch. And it doesn't matter who you are. Somewhere in the background you have the worst of times and the best of times. And yes, I sound like an ad for 1970s movies, don't I? So the next part of showing off is the moon. And the moon today has nothing to do with the subconscious, except that you have learned to be the master of the subconscious. Which basically means when you feel the prick of the subconscious going, okay, pay attention, you pay attention. And that is where you have mastered it. It's not that you can go in and say, I clean it all out and you're all done. It's that when it comes up to be presented to you, you go, yeah, I can deal with this. I will deal with it when it's small so that it doesn't come up to a massive lesson. Once a massive lesson gets to a certain point, there's certain times that the physical cannot be undone. And again, you get beyond that, you can undo the physical as well. I don't know that it's something that everybody wants to do. So the next card is the Chariot. And the Chariot tells you to stay in balance, which is emotional balance generally. But if you're not in balance with your logic, then you're still out of kilter, you're still ungrounded. So again, you want to combine the two. The heart is the master, the brain or the logical thinking is the servant, but they're like two horses in tandem. One is the one that will be the clear leader, and the other works almost simultaneously together. And the heart, of course, is the one that tells you, or has the commitment to the world, the universe, your God, that gives you the right to go forward on the left hand or the right hand or the middle path. All that is extremely important, that you learn to read what the heart says, and the brain comes in with its supreme logic and gives you the right information. Okay, that's very convoluted. If you can do that, you get the Sun card. And the Sun card gives you this sense of rightness, sense of, yes, this is what I'm doing is absolutely right. It is a core of energy that you can reach out to, grab hold of, and go, I know what I'm doing is right. And pull yourself back to the center, balance. I call it a joy card, because when you know that what you're doing is right, you are in a sense of joy. It's not happiness. Happiness has a up and down rhythm. Joy is a constant. And you want to be able to tie into your constant whenever you choose. It will give you the Ace of Pentacles. It will give you abundance on the physical world. This you'll find to be a truth once you get there. And it might be that it takes a little while for you to accept the abundance, because we have been trained through eons of time, centuries of time, at least 10, 11,000 years, that we're undeserving, which is totally erroneous thinking. So once you get to the place where you realize you deserved abundance, then it will come to you. The next step, or next part of the step, is the Princess of Wands, which is, I believe in magic. All right? And once you believe in magic, it brings you to, it moves you along much faster, because then you can see that A, B, C is not necessarily the way the world works. Sometimes it's A, Z, C. I know that sounds, but follow the logic. It bounces, is what I'm saying. So follow the allowance of having magic in your life, and saying yes to the magic. Don't forget that no, you need your boundaries, but yes to the magic. And luckily today, the Nine of Cups came up. The Nine of Cups is the wish card. It's a thing of magic. It's also a part of having fun, enjoying your life. So allow yourself to be on cloud nine, be happy, and make a wish and have fun with it. All right? It's not something dire that's big and important that you have to do it right. It's just have fun, right? That's what we're meant to do. Enjoy our life. Namaste. Namasko. I love you, and you I do love. Bye.